Okay, I'm gonna give you a little tutorial on a little bit of layers. I have my layer panel up here and I'm gonna put a shadow. I'm gonna put this picture over here onto this background, kind of like the clipboard that I sent you with all the little thumbtacks and the pictures, but this is going to be really simple. I'm just going to do one picture and kind of show you how I did it. And I'm going to email you the background and this picture because their sizes are set really good. So what you want to do is, after you get these two pictures, open them like I have here. You can click on the blue border so that I kind of want this one on top. It doesn't really matter, but it's easier to work with. So come over here and click on, this is called the move tool. So click on that so you have the move tool there. I come over to our family photo here, and if you have the move tool selected right, you'll see the little positive with, you'll see the icon here. So click and hold it down and drag it over, and you'll see it kind of turn color. It's now white, and just kind of release it, and there you go. And you can move this around wherever you want it. When I get to this point, I like to maximize everything because this is what I'm going to work on. I don't care about that other picture. We've already brought it over. So we have that, and now what you want to do is go over to your layers window here. If you don't see this, it should pop up, but if you do not see this, come over here to window and choose, make sure that layers is checked. Okay, so this should default, it should come up this way. And what you want to do is come over to this little icon right here. It's called add layer style. Add layer style. It's all the way to the left, has a little F in there if you can see that. So you want to click on that, and we want to put a drop shadow. We're going to just put a shadow behind this picture to give it a 3D effect. And you play around with the capacity here. More so is the distance. Play around with everything. Just kind of get it where you want it. You want it to be normal. I don't think it really makes a big difference. I've played around with this, but just put it to normal, and this will give you the direction of where it's at. You can play around with it. If you have some light coming from a different direction, you want the light to match where the shadow might fall. So that's what this is for. You just kind of play around with all these settings. The spread, or I'm sorry, that's the size, the spread. Just that looks pretty good. Depending on your eye and what you like. So that's pretty good. That puts a shadow behind it. Then come down here to stroke. Just click on it one time, and it'll give you this little red frame. It's kind of similar to what we did before with the frames, but it's a little bit different than that. What you want to do is click on that color. I'll cancel that. Click on this color. You'll bring this box up. Go down to the white area. You can go anywhere and whatever color you want, but we're going to put a little frame around the picture so it looks like you got it from that you took it the old school without digital. So come up here to position. You want it to be on the inside of the picture because we're just going to put a little frame around it like that, like you got it from the store, and that you put it up on this, you tacked it up on this piece of wood. So you can play around with it, but obviously you just kind of want a slim border. That's why you want it to be on the inside. So if you went to the outside, that looks okay, but when you play around with it, it's just not right. So go inside, right there. Hit OK. You can always go back to the drop shadow and adjust it if you didn't like how it looks with the white background, and just adjust it back and forth. Maybe that's That's okay. Just hit OK, and that's pretty much it for that simple tutorial. And save as, whatever you want. Test drop shadow JPEG. Save it to your desktop. I have a shortcut here to shortcut to my Photoshop, and I usually put it in my finished pictures here. So that's it for that one. Hopefully hopefully that helps you and you can play around with that a little bit.